was a 53-year-old male. My father's around the same age. I would hope somebody else would help my father if he was in a similar situation. I was showing up at the Ice House in Hackensack, New Jersey, to participate in a men's league hockey game. A group of the guys, all the hockey players, were gathering around the away team's goalie. I quickly skated over to go see what was going on. Obviously, somebody was in trouble, but he was alert and conscious at the time. He was able to speak to me. He was telling me that he felt dizzy. At the time, I felt he looked fine. I looked at my wife, saw she was on the phone. I was like, "Are you on the phone with 911?" She said, "Yes." My brother-in-law, who's on the hockey team with me, he told me, he was like, "Hey, the goalie does not look well." I was like, "What?" I'm like, I was just speaking to him a minute ago. Quickly skated back over. At this point now, he's unconscious. He's not breathing. I got down on my knees to assess him more. Checked for a pulse on his neck. There was no pulse. At that moment, I knew I needed to begin CPR. So I began chest compressions on him. Not even really sure anything was really going through my head. I think training, what we're taught to do, and based off my experience, being on the job for 9 years, it just kicked in. At that point, my wife, like I said, who's watching with our 2 kids, asked somebody to grab the AED off the wall that's in every ice rink has an AED. After I shocked him, I resumed chest compressions. While doing chest compressions, he began to wake up. His eyes were fluttering. He started to look awake. He was looking at me. So that's why I began to speak to him. I was like, "Hey, what's your name? What's your name?" He was able to tell me his name, speak to us like only briefly, and then that's when we started to lose him again. He lost his pulse again, became unconscious, unresponsive. You're in tunnel vision. You're just trying to work on him. Time wasn't even a thing for me, but it felt like forever. That's when it advised us to shock him again. We shocked him, resumed chest compressions, and that's when he came back to us, and he was able to stay with us until Hackensack Police, ALS, and BLS arrived on scene. I haven't had the opportunity to speak to the man that I saved. His wife did text me the next day, and she told me that he was alive, well, and recovering at the hospital.